Hello there, it's Haley with the Multi-Emperor Report, and holy frijoles, it's going to be a bad day for you weather-wise if you're on certain portions of the United States, or potentially anyhow. So, tropical cyclone-wise though, just a 10% chance on the remnants of former tropical storm Alvin. So Alvin probably will not be making a comeback anytime soon, or basically at all, because, well, 5 years from now, I think that's how often the name list gets reused. 5 years. In 5 years, we'll be seeing 2018. Look for the resurgence of Alvin. Right, so severe thunderstorm weather-wise in the US today. Significant hail chance and a significant tornado chance. So let's talk about the warnings that were in effect, at least as of the time we'll load the page. So mostly flash flood. No tornado warnings yet. But, things have just started. Watches-wise, we've got 3 tornado watches already in effect, and then a severe thunderstorm watch over here. On the plus side, none of them marked as particularly dangerous situation. Those tend to be pretty rare anyhow, but it would be marked, it would be in black, it would say particularly dangerous situation. That's when the threat level is really high. So let's talk about individual threat levels. This is the map indicating the probability of winds 58 miles per hour or greater today. It's as high as a 45% chance. So I'll talk about the numbers right up front. What this indicates is, for any of these numbers, you pick a random point in that area. So we'll pick this point in Kansas or whatever, and you draw a 25-mile radius circle around it. And in this case, that means that there's a 45% chance of some sort of severe wind event happening somewhere within that 25-mile radius circle. So for 45, that basically means nearly a 1 in 2 chance, if you happen to be in the 45 area, that you or a neighbor within like a 25-mile radius around you will see something happen. So those are pretty big numbers. Hail-wise, it's also as high as a 45% chance, with the additional black hatched area, which is where there's an enhanced risk of the very large hail. So instead of just 1 inch or larger hail, of course, 3-inch or larger hail could, 3-inch hail could happen anywhere. But there's the enhanced threat in the black hatched area that it will be the 2-inch or larger. But I guess the point was that you could have like a 3-inch hailstone happen down here. It's way more likely that it will occur there. And then, of course, potentially the most important map, the tornado map. So today, as high as a 15%. Now, to put this in a little bit of perspective, on the very worst days, the days that only happen like once a year, once every couple of years, you'll see tornado probabilities like in the 45%. I don't think it's ever gotten as high as 60% chance on the tornado probabilities. But 15 is still a very high number. So we have both as high as a 15% chance of a tornado, and then in addition to that, the black hatched area is where there is the enhanced threat of the large tornado. So on a scale that goes from EF0 to EF5, EF5 being the thing that sweeps your house away, you better be underground or else it's very unlikely that you're going to survive it. But so the significant tornadoes are defined as EF2 and greater on that 0 to 5 scale. Tomorrow, again, with the significant threat. In fact, if you look up the word tornado, it says very large hail and tornadoes are possible with supercells. So we may be, again, for tomorrow's area, let's talk about the probability map. So this black hatched area, again, could be indicating the 2-inch or larger hail and the EF2 and greater tornadoes. And look at that, all the way to the northern parts of this part of the United States, all the way to the southern parts. This is a huge amount of people that are impacted. But the core of the threat would be the 45, and the black hatched area, again, would be the very large hail and potentially the very large tornadoes tomorrow. Day 3, the tornado threat is apparently not as great, or at least they say, and possibly an isolated tornado can be expected. But that doesn't mean that things could not change. But I am going to guess that on Days 3 probability map, this thing that's touching Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, that is probably for the significant hail. But don't quote me on that. Days 4 through 8, not yet known. Predictability too low, so there are things that are indicated in the models. But the Storm Prediction Center doesn't have enough confidence in the model runs or whatnot to have put something on the map. So, a very interesting few days are coming up with lots of severe weather possibilities, yes. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. WickedWix is WICKEDWX.com. Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. If you own a weather radio, you should absolutely be making sure that like either the batteries are working or that it's plugged into power, that it's turned on and ready to alert you at all. And you should hopefully stay safe out there.